All righty. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming through this evening. And thank you for all of you who've tuned in live tonight, a freezing cold Tuesday night this July. I think the coldest day of the year, but I'm glad that you guys have ventured out. You can see what the heat is on, the hot tea here. It's worth it. It's worth coming out. Wherever you are this evening, it's worth coming to the office if you can make it. We got it nice and warm here. Great winter atmosphere. We should get like a log fire going. That would definitely get everybody here. Log fire and marshmallows, and we could really get cracking. But thank you for coming through this evening and watching live from around the country. You're dealing with DuePoint here this evening. I'm going to spend a few minutes with you talking about it. To start with, DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. It is both a listed life and short-term company, and we have been around since 1952. So this is a 66-year-old company. Super important to realize that we are not a fly-by-night. We're not a startup, a garage startup. This is a long-term insurance company that you're dealing with. We want you to have a sense of confidence about that. I think we'll all agree that there's so many things that come and go in our economy that it is difficult to trust these days. And what I'm hoping to do is just give you a little sense of confidence with who you're dealing with here today. We are, of course, also an authorized and registered financial services provider. There's our FSP number if you want to look us up. One of the FSP numbers that we have. You'll be able to find everything you need to know about us online today. So we have a lot of people who often say to people, look, I'm not going to believe you until I've seen the bricks and mortar. Folks, that's why we have a camera. You don't have to come to the office. You can see the office around us. These are not cardboard cutouts here. These are real people. So again, I just encourage you to take and have some confidence in who you're dealing with here at DuePoint. We also made up of real people who are here Monday through Saturday. You will find us all here. We're a very diligent staff. I have my sleeping bag in my office. This is where I exist. You will be able to come here any day of the week and find us all here. You can also pick up the phone from anywhere in the country and call us. You'll get through to our client service team, our reception. Again, just a sense of confidence that this is a real business that you're dealing with here this evening. Here I am. My name is Brendan Benfield. I'm the senior executive and best looking on the team. That's why I'm on that side. Then it goes uglier as you come this way, you see. And I'm going to be spending about 40 minutes with you this evening going through what we do at DuePoint. We have two objectives at DuePoint. Our primary objective is to create in the hands of the average South African wealth. Now, you'll hear lots of presentations. You've probably been dragged to them before, where they promise you all sorts of things. I promise you, if you sell my pots, if you sell my milkshakes, my cleaning agents, if you buy my cryptocurrency, whatever it might be, I'm going to make you wealthy in 5 minutes. I'm going to give you cash in 5 minutes. Well, folks, we don't deal in cash here. We deal in wealth. You see, when you're selling something, you make cash only in the moment you sell it, and then the cash just leaks through your fingers. I think you know that. It doesn't matter how much you put in your hands. It doesn't matter how tight you hold your hands, the cash just leaks through and is gone. And that is why we're not interested in making cash here at DuePoint. We are interested in creating lifetime wealth. Lifetime wealth is money that comes in on a recurring, regular, steadfast basis every single month. It is wealth that changes personal financial positions. It is not cash on an ad hoc basis. And so our primary objective was to create a tool that would do that. That tool would then put you back in control. Back in control of two things. One, your income. You know already that you do not have control over your income. Right now, somebody else is telling you how much you're going to earn. You know it. The guy or a committee of men and women somewhere hidden, somewhere in a building is going to tell you how much your increase is going to be at the end of this year. What bonus you're going to get. How much money you're going to get when you start a job. You have no say in that. You have no vote. And secondly, we have no control in our economy. Today, in South Africa especially, we have no control. Tomorrow, as I understand it, the petrol price is going up for is it the third or the fourth time? I've lost count this year. So you guys better go home and fill up tonight. Tomorrow, it's up again. None of us got to have a vote on that, did we? Nobody got a vote on the price. And you know when the petrol price goes up, everything goes up because everything is attached to the petrol price. This is a problem because they've also increased tax this year. And again, because we're not in control, we didn't have any vote or say in that as well. You would have seen all the strikes lately. When you see all the strikes, there was a strike just yesterday, taxi strike. Why? VAT increase, petrol increase, VAT increase, petrol increase. Striking over something they cannot control. We want to put you back in control because if we can, with this tool, create wealth for you, we can start unplugging you from all of these things. The fact that you're not in control of your income, unplugged. The fact that you cannot control expenditure, no longer a problem for you, unplugs you, and you no longer need to fill the gap as you have till now with debt. You guys know it, you're all professional debtors. If I opened your wallets and handbags now, you would prove to me with your accreditations how much debt you have, that you're professional debtors. We want to unplug you from that very destructive reality in our life and put you in a position where you no longer have to worry about those sorts of things. That's our primary objective here at DuePoint. Our secondary objective is to open the window again to the financial services industry of South Africa for the average South African. Right now, it is a massively regulated industry, and it means very few South Africans can benefit from it. We believe that we have done exactly that here at DuePoint. Offer an opportunity for the average South African to get involved again with the financial services industry in South Africa. With those two objectives put together, we have created what we call the DuePoint system. The DuePoint system allows you as an individual to contract with us as a wealth engineer. A wealth engineer is somebody who engineers their own wealth, back in control again, you see. But you're given one task in the creation of your income and your wealth. One task, not selling. That's not what we do here. Not advertising, not advising. The one task that we leave you with is the task of connecting individuals to us. That's it. Getting out there and persistently connecting people to us. Because as you do that, you allow us as DuePoint to reach more people. When we reach more people, we're able to make more sales and create more revenue. And it's from that revenue that we're able to create a recurring extra income for you. Not one on the point of sale, but one that is there every month on a recurring, reliable basis. Because, as I said, we don't sell goodies here. There's no sale transaction. Instead, we use financial services and lifestyle products, which run on automatic debit order systems, and you can have them your whole life. Which means that every month, no matter what your circumstances are in that month, those debit orders will raise. And when they raise, your income comes in. This is much better than having to do anything else. Anything else requires your input. You've got to run to your friend again and beg them to buy again. You've got to ask them to find cash they might not have to buy something they already bought last month from you. In our system, it automatically creates this wealth for you. We wrap this in a system that allows you to leverage others. You see, one of the biggest reasons for not becoming a wealth engineer by individuals is I don't have time. Well, welcome to the club of I don't have time. No one in South Africa today has time. Look at all of us. It's a Tuesday night, it's freezing. We should be at home in bed, under the blankets, hot chocolate, but instead we're out. We're out because we don't have time. But here at DuePoint, we buy your time back. We've built a system that understands that. It understands the fact that we do not have control, and it understands the fact that we do not have time, and it puts those two things back into our hands. What we do here is, what we hope to do through these presentations, is to eliminate your automatic response. Because there's so many of these sorts of things that are out there, people's automatic subconscious response is, no, I'm good, thanks, no. And we want to break that down tonight. We want to say, we're putting you back in control, and we're buying back your time so that you can start creating a lifetime, permanent wealth for yourself. And you get to do it at no cost. You see, here at DuePoint, the other thing that we're all tired of doing in South Africa is losing our money. That's what we seem to do very well. And why? Because when people come to you and say, I can make you rich quickly, we go, I don't have time and I don't have control. I want to be rich quickly. And so you give them your money and they walk away with it. Is that not why we carry such stigma in South Africa? Is because we've been fooled too often. Well, here at DuePoint, we know that. And so again, it was designed into the system. It does not cost you anything to be a wealth engineer at DuePoint, not a cent. You do not pay a startup fee. You don't buy a kit of anything here. There's going to be no box of goodies walking out with you this evening. There's no starter manuals that you have to buy. And there's no monthly fee, no admin fee, no sales fee, no nothing. By simply being a product owner at DuePoint, you're automatically a wealth engineer at no additional cost. This is not a business that takes your money. It is also a business that everybody can do, because we're not selling, we're not intermediaries, not brokers, not agents, not advisors, not advertisers. Because of that, everybody, no matter their educational experience, can be a wealth engineer with us and can begin to create wealth for themselves with us. And it means that everybody is able to start building a team and an asset here. A team and an asset that creates a regular, recurring income. That's the one we're talking about, real wealth. And if you've got that, you've now got something you can price. And if you can price your asset, you can sell it. And ultimately, when you pass away one day, this channel that you've built with us, this wealth that you have created, will pass on to your children. And they will continue to earn the income you created. They may even choose to build your asset even bigger that is with us. We have created generational legacy here at DuePoint. Something that will go beyond you. That cannot happen when you're selling pots and pans. It cannot happen when you're selling vitamins and minerals. It can only happen when you've created the accrued income that we build here at DuePoint. We also have done it in a way that should make you proud. Again today, I was very proud. We had individuals coming into the DuePoint office and they couldn't believe the quality just of the office, let alone the people and the systems and the products and the everything that we have done at a level high enough that no one in South Africa should ever be ashamed of being a wealth engineer at DuePoint. In addition, we don't make you sell anything, so you don't have to have any special personality. You don't have to have the personality of a sales guy. You can have the personality of the doornail, and you can do DuePoint because you're not selling anything. In addition, there's no products, so you don't have to carry them around and store them, and you don't ever have to present. People are often afraid, I'm not good with people. I'm not good with them. I don't convince people very successfully. Well, you'll be glad to know you do no convincing here at DuePoint either. There's only two people that do presentations at DuePoint, and that is me and Rob. And tonight, lucky night, I'm much better than Rob. You've picked the right one. It was a good choice this evening. Folks, you never have to do a presentation. That's what we do. And using our technology, we put ourselves in your pockets 24 hours a day. It leaves you with the one task of connecting people to us. So how do you do it? Well, there's 4 ways of connecting people to us. 1, get a USB stick. Our USB stick is out there. It costs 170 Rand. It's got our presentation on. It's a once-off payment, so if you struggle with data, this is your solution. You take it, you plug it into a TV or a laptop or a computer, and there we are doing the presentation for you. The second way, of course, is you can come here. The heaters are always running. Come and join us here at the studio. Every day, 6 days a week, 7 presentations we do out of this room. Night times, lunch times, mornings. If you're in the region and you can get here, look at our website or our app, pick a time that suits you where we're presenting, and come and join us right here in the room. The third way of connecting people to us is through our YouTube channel. You go to YouTube, you search DuePoint, you'll find every presentation we've ever done there. This automatically makes this a nationwide business. Again, I speak to those of you who've said, not until I see the business, not until I see the bricks and mortar. Well, here I am. You can see it all behind me. Now you know you can use DuePoint 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, anywhere in the nation. And all you do is you click play, and you've got people connecting to us here at DuePoint. So if you've never used YouTube before, today is your day for starting to use YouTube. It is the heart and soul of our business here at DuePoint. And then the fourth way of connecting people to us here at DuePoint is through our live broadcast. We broadcast every one of our presentations every day across the nation. One of the guys that came today that was so impressed with our business said, how do you reach people around the country? So I said, it's very simple. We just broadcast it out. And as long as they've got a screen and an internet connection, they push play, and they're in the room with us. They might not be as warm as we are, but they're in the room with us. And it's in full HD surround sound. It means that you don't have to come to the office. It means that you can build a channel of any size, anywhere in the country today. Now, as you do that, some of the people you connect to us are going to become wealth engineers. And when they do, we're going to allocate them to you, and your channel is born. These folk are going to go out and do the same thing, connect people to us. Some will become wealth engineers, and again, we allocate them to you. And this continues over time as your channel spreads across the city, across the province, and across the country. We've seen it happen thousands of times at DuePoint. We then, as DuePoint, come along and facilitate the purchase of our products throughout this channel that you have created, and your income has been born without you having to make a single sale. Now, what's very important, folks, is that this is not a pyramid scheme, it's not a Ponzi scheme, and it is not a get-rich-quick scheme. No. What does Rob say? Rob says this is the only get-rich-slow scheme in the country, because this is the get-rich-permanent scheme. What we do here is genuine. Sometimes people don't buy it. I find that really interesting. We're a 66-year-old, registered, listed, licensed life and short-term insurance company. Do you think we could have slipped something past all the regulators, all the reviews, all the audits? I had to do 8 presentations of DuePoint before we even opened the doors. 8 presentations to 8 different regulators. Folks, the problem with genuine, unfortunately, is that it does come at a price. And the price here at DuePoint is time. You see, we can't build nothing out of nothing. We need to be able to create wealth by you inputting time into this exercise. Time, persistence, thought, and energy. Those of you who are so desperate to change your personal circumstances from what they are now will be quite happy to start taking some time and start allocating it to something new that can change your economic position permanently, which is what we do here. Now, when you do that, you put us into a position where we can start facilitating the purchase of our products. Our first product is our Access Wealth Plan. It's 324 Rand a month, and for that you get 2 products. Your very own tax-free investment account and 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. Folks, we take 100 Rand of your 324 every month and we put it into an investment account. Just 100 Rand. We put it into an investment account, which means the actual cost of this product is only 224 Rand a month. Why? Because that investment account's yours. There's no notice periods on it. It takes about 5 to 7 days for them to cash in the shares and send the cash back to you. But it's your money. It's your money. And so the actual cost of this product is only 224 Rand a month. And you get 2 independent products for it. Our second product is our Wealth Guard product. Our Wealth Guard product is 249 Rand a month. And for 249 Rand, you get 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. 1 million Rand. No waiting periods, no maximum age limits, and no medical examinations or declarations. 249 Rand a month, and you've got 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. Our third product is our Family Wealth Funeral product. It got launched this weekend. If you haven't yet watched the video, go to YouTube and watch the launch video. We talk obviously through every detail of this product. It's a very, very exciting product. We believe one of the best in the country today. Starts at 299 Rand a month, covers you for 20 or 30,000 Rands worth of funeral cover if you would you select the option you want, and comes with a second product of 10,000 Rands worth of outstanding debt cover. Absolutely incredible. You can have 5 or 10 family members included depending on the option that you select with this product. And then our fourth product is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. 299 Rand a month gets you membership to this club. Where as a member, you get access to all of our suppliers. We've got suppliers in the motor industry, retail industry, data industry, entertainment, gyms, you name it, we're all there. We've got suppliers, and we add suppliers all the time. You don't have to do something to qualify to use them. By simply being a member, you can utilize all the supplies. Go to the website, watch the training videos, and utilize this product. You can completely change your monthly spend with our Wealth Points Buyers Club. Now, how would we ordinarily get people to connect to us at DuePoint? Well, as an insurance company or a bank, traditionally, we advertise to you. We spend hundreds of millions every single month trying to get you to connect to us through TV adverts, billboards, radio adverts, SMS campaigns, you name it, trying to get you to connect. How do we pay for all of that? Well, what we do is we build it into the price of your product, your banking fees, your funeral cover, your car insurance. 30 to 50% of it is next month's advertising. You're paying for it through your products. Now, we've done something similar here at DuePoint, but the only difference is we do 0 advertising. This is why you had never heard of us before tonight. We never run an advert. Why? Because we use you. You go out and connect individuals to us. And when you do that, instead of us now paying all that money to DSTV, SABC, Prime Media for advertising, instead of us doing that, we're now able to redirect the flow of that funds to the creation of wealth for you and your channel. And we start by doing it through our returns program. Our returns program pays you 27.50 Rand for every product payment made in your channel, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel the payment is made. So for instance, you go out, you chat to some of your friends. Some of your friends become wealth engineers, they pay for their product, and you get 27.50 Rand multiplied by 200%. You introduce them, 55 Rand. 55 Rand for every product made every month. Okay, so people say to me, oh, but Brendan, I can get 450 Rand if I sell the pot. Yes, but you get it once. Here it's 55 Rand every month that product's paid. Now, you don't get paid for people here. You get paid for paid products, which means that if this person takes 2 products, you now get 110 Rand. If he takes 3, you get 165. If he takes 4, you get 220. We're getting very close to that 450 Rand, are we not? But instead of being once, it's every month. This is the recurring, stable, steadfast wealth that we create here at DuePoint. Now, these folk go out, they chat to some of their friends, and they again take a product, make a payment, and you get 27 Rand 50 multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand. 55 Rand per product. Now take a look at this. You've been here for 5 minutes. You put a half a dozen people in this particular example, and you are earning just under 1,000 Rand a month. That is 12,000 Rand a year off of the back of what I think is very little effort and 1 product per person. Okay, you put a little bit more time and a little bit more energy in, and you will continue to earn. But now on a diminishing basis down to the 8th point. From the 8th point on, however, you have unlimited potential to earn. From that point on, as long as you qualify to earn, you're always going to get 4% of 27 Rand 50 for every product payment in your channel. That doesn't matter if it's on the 25th point or the 75th point. As long as you qualify to earn, you have unlimited earning potential here at DuePoint. Also means that when you hand it over to your children one day, they will be able to continue building the wealth that you started. You see, we haven't built something just for now. We have built something for generations here at DuePoint. So what does it translate to on the ground? Well, that's what everybody always asks us. Show me the money. How much can I actually earn in the system? Well, it's impossible for us to know, because every one of you is going to grow at a different rate, or you're not. Some of you are going to put lots of time in, some only a little bit of time, and everything in between. So we did some averages. We took 20 years worth of data, we got some actuaries together, and we said if we put all of our maths in, lapses, cancellation rates, people behaving, people not behaving, what could we say was a reasonable set of milestones you could expect here at DuePoint? Well, we came up with firstly a growth rate. We need to know how fast you're going to grow, and we call it the 3+2 growth rate formula. Now, of course, you can grow at any rate, but I needed something for my maths. So we started with 3+2. And we said in your first month with us, you are responsible for putting 3 people in your channel. That's it. In your entire first month with us, you are responsible for 3 people. We really feel like this is a reasonable number. And then every month thereafter, you are responsible for putting just 2 people in. Just 2 people in an entire month. But you have to be persistent with this. If you're going to follow these milestones, you can't skip months. You can't skip because it's December. In South Africa, we do that. Now it's December, I'm stopping everything. I'm just barely going to breathe. Okay, no. December, you've got to put 2 in too. Easter, you've got to put 2 in. Your birthday month, you've got to put 2 in. You've got to do this persistently over time. That's all. That is your sole responsibility. You see, now this is where people get confused. They start doing this, and then they get confused because they think their responsibility is to ensure that these 2 people pay, to ensure that these 2 people duplicate. They think that that's their responsibility, and then they want to start quitting when they don't pay or they don't duplicate. No, 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 ladies and gentlemen. The mathematics we've used has said, just you have to keep putting your 2 in. What they do is up to them. I'll talk to them separately and tell them that they have to put 2 in as well. But your responsibility is to persevere and keep adding the 2 every month. That's it. Whatever those people do is really not here, neither here nor there. You just keep adding the 2. If you can do that, mathematically speaking, we believe that after 6 months, you can reasonably expect to be on about 2,500 Rand a month. You see how different we are from all the other presentations you've been to? All the other presentations, websites, live streams, webcams, what have they said to you? 90 days you'll be a millionaire. If you just give me 50,000 Rand, 90 days you'll be a millionaire. If you just buy this 300,000 Rand, whatever, frick, I don't know, I've seen all sorts. If you just pay the $90, 90 days you'll be a millionaire. Yeah, how come none of you are millionaires? You've all done it. I know, you've all lost your money instead. Folks, there is no such thing as get rich quick. Here at DuePoint, we build permanent wealth. And it means that after 6 months of you adding just 2 people, we believe you'll be on about 2,500 Rand a month. That's 30,000 Rand a year. If you can push through to 12 months, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, not quitting, not worried about what they're doing, and letting that influence you adding 2 more every month. If you can keep doing that, we believe it'll rise to about 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. And we feel that that's quite conservative. I'm going to show you why in a minute. 9,000 to 10,000 Rand, that's a year. Now 9,000 to 10,000 Rand, now that starts changing lives, does it not? 10,000, everybody wants the million Rand, the 100,000, but what do we need? We may want the big numbers, but what do we need? An extra 10 grand a month is what we need. Can you imagine the South African economy if every South African had an extra 10,000 rand? Folks, that's what we've got to be looking at. Think of the list of problems you have, and think about how many of them you can eliminate with an extra 10,000 rand a month 12 months from now. We have to have a different perspective. I was chatting to a lady last night here who was saying, no, she believes that South Africans are starting to take a longer and longer term view. I disagree with her. I think the vast majority of South Africans are still trying to survive. And if you try and survive, all you can think about is today. We have to stop, because we actually cannot get out of today until we lift our eyes and start looking into the distance. We have to start planning for the distance. You can't be here at DuePoint for 3 months and then quit because the 6 people you put in didn't do anything. That's not what we asked you to do. We simply asked you to keep adding 2 people. We didn't give you a list of responsibilities. You have to keep adding, and if you keep adding, the math starts working for you and it starts growing. If you can push past 12 months, I'm pretty sure you will. If you're earning 10,000 rand a month, I can't imagine you quitting. If you keep adding your 2 for another year, on top of that, 2 years, we believe that it'll rise to about 27 to 30,000 rand a month. Now that's more than most people will earn in their careers. Not many of you here tonight are on 27 to 30,000 rand a month, and you have been working for a lot longer than 24 months. Have you not? So we say again, can you lift your head and last 2 years with us? Can you handle the disappointment of a handful of people not doing anything when your task is to keep adding 2 each month? All right. Folks, if you can do 3 years with me, then that'll rise to about 45,000 rand a month. 45,000 rand a month. If you can get to 4 years with us, it'll rise to 60,000 rand a month. And if you can do 5 years with us, 5 years, not 5 months, not 5 weeks, we reckon it'll rise to about 80 to 100,000 rand a month. That's your Facebook number. There's your million rand. A million rand a year after 5 years of persistency. Of persistency, not 5 weeks and quitting because the people haven't done what you thought they'd do. It's plus 2, plus 2, plus 2 times 60 months. And if you can do that, we reckon you can reasonably expect to be on about 80 to 100,000 rand a month. That's the life-changing stuff. So people say to me, I'm sorry, that's too long. It's just too long. There is a website up that tells me I can be rich in 90 days. Folks, again, I'm going to ask you the question, how long have you been working in your careers for? You have to ask yourself that question. And if you say, I've been working for 10 years, 15 years, I'm going to ask you the question, why have you not quit that? Because I know you're not on 80 to 100,000 rand. There's only 35,000 people in the whole of South Africa that are on that. 35,000 out of 50 million. But we go back to our jobs every day, don't we? You're going to go back there tomorrow. You've got no control over it. You can't say how much you're going to earn. You can't say, listen, it's the 4th petrol price in 4 months. I need a raise. You can't say that. That's not going to happen because you don't have control. Whereas here I'm saying put the years in with us. This is a 5+ year journey with us. Put the years in and permanently change the rest of your life. Permanently change it with us. People are doing it here at DuePoint all the time. We put just a handful of people on stage, everyone, 3 people, maybe 4. Some doing badly, some doing well. We show you everything at DuePoint. But what we do show is people committed to the task. We've got this month up, Tanashi. Tanashi's been with us for a year. She admits she did nothing in the first 6 months. She got all distracted. All the other shiny things that promised things that eventually didn't deliver. And then on the 1st of January, she said, you know what, bugger that. I need to do the thing that's real, even if they promise me it's going to take time. And she put her head down. 5 months later, she's built a channel worth 5,000 rand a month. In 5 months. Okay? I said it would take 6 months to get to 2,500, didn't I? Yeah. But she worked faster, as you can. And she changed the maths. 5,000 rand a month after 5 months. Then we got Kuena. Kuena's been with us for 5 months exactly. And in her 5 months, she's built a channel worth 6,000 rand a month. That's 72,000 rand a year. 72,000 extra rands in a year. Nobody quits their job to do DuePoint. This is not employment. You just add this to your lifestyle. You just add it. And so it's an extra 6,000 rand a month. How does that change things? Picture it for yourself. You get your salary maybe at the end of the month. You know what it's like? They used to have the salty crack advert. Do you remember the salty crack advert? You've got to go back a few years. I'm showing my age here now. And then the beginning of the month, at the beginning of the month, salty crack. It was the biscuit and had the caviar and the cream on it. And then you had the middle of the month, salty crack, which had a little bit of cheese on it. And then you had the end of the month salty crack, which was just the salty crack. There was nothing left. What we've learned is that the salty crack box actually finishes in the first week, doesn't it? The money comes in and the money goes out. And you're back to the end of the month salty crack in the first week that you've been with us. Now here at DuePoint, around about the middle of the month, you get another 6,000 Rand in. How does that change your life? It comes in, I mean, we watch these things. They stop paying. They're all there for 5 minutes, then they stop paying. We've been around for years. But Patrick, Puma, you've been with us for years. Have we ever missed one? Have we ever been late? No. Because we're a 66-year-old insurance company listed on the JSE. When we say we'll pay you between the 15th and the 18th, depending on weekends, you know when your money's coming in every month. How does your personal economy change when this is happening? Then we've got Mavuma. Mavuma's been with us for 18 months. What does it look like once you've put some time in? Once you put some time in. Okay. Well, Mavuma's put some effort and time in, and over that 18 months, he's built a channel worth 14,000 Rand a month. Not 14,000 Rand when he sells the pot. Every month. Even when I can't see him because he's gone for the month, he's got a full-time job. Sometimes he's traveling. Okay? I don't see him for a month. I still have to pay him. I still have to. I still have to. Every 14,000 Rand every single month. He's on track for his 27,000. He's on track. And over the course of the 14 months, he's earned 140,000 Rand from DuePoint. So it's not like he's earned nothing and now he earns 14,000. No, every month, he's just built it up slowly, 1,000 Rand, and then it was 1,500 Rand, and then it was 2,500. So over time, he's built it up. And if I add all of that up, over 18 months, he has got 140,000 Rand from DuePoint. What would an extra 140,000 Rand do for you over the next 18 months? How does it change things? What changes in your life when you have wealth, not transactional cash? You can go to our YouTube channel and see all the testimonies. There's got to be over 100 now on our YouTube channel. Go and listen to how people are using our tool to create wealth for themselves. Some of them just a little bit. Maybe you don't want hundreds of thousands of rands. That's fine. Maybe you just want 5,000 Rand a month. That's fine. There's people out there that are slowly building their wealth to 5,000 Rand a month. It's not a problem. Maybe you want big money. That's for you too, but you're going to have to put more time and energy and effort in. It's all available. Go and take a look on our YouTube channel. And so, folks, that is DuePoint. Everything you need to know to make a decision, I've just told you about. Everything I tell you now is just extra. But if you want to become a wealth engineer tonight, it's super simple. You go to our website, DuePoint.net, you click join, you fill out the application form, no money having parted from your hands and no box of goodies arriving in your hands, and you're a wealth engineer tonight. And tonight you can start building your wealth and your channel with us. If you're serious, get the tools. You struggle with data, get the USB stick. You struggle with your phone dying, get the backup battery. You struggle to connect people, get the business cards. There's a whole list of stock and merchandise that we have there that are tools that help you. Prices are on the counter, or you can order them at info@DuePoint.net or call client services and we'll have it delivered to you. Get the tools. The tools make this business easier. They're not expensive and they certainly don't make us any money. They make you money. Go and get them. We are on Facebook. Half the content we produce here every day is on Facebook. Technique, training, motivation, all sorts of stuff you're going to find. Every day we upload videos to our Facebook page and podcasts. Guys, you need to like us, you need to follow us, otherwise you're missing half the stuff that we do at DuePoint. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's the core of this business. It's how you connect people to us. It's free to subscribe. Go and tick it. Like everything in this business, it's free. Worst scheme in the country. Worst scheme. We don't take your money anyway. And then, folks, download our free app onto your phone or onto your tablet. It is your business. It is how you do this business. This is your business. Your business is in your pocket henceforth. Everything you do to create your wealth is on your smartphone. Make sure you get that app. Make sure you follow it. Read your daily notices. Do the training on it. Your personal documentation is there. And, of course, you plugged into your channel in real time. Before you leave wherever you are tonight, make sure that our app is on your phones. And, guys, we have released the new product. We are ironing out a few little glitches, so every day just about there's an update to the app. Make sure every day, go to the Play Store, go to the iStore, and quickly see if there's an update or not. They're all small patches, so it's very quick. It takes like 2 seconds to download them, and make sure you have the best possible experience with our app. Remember to update it regularly this week. All right, so now we know that you guys don't necessarily know how to do this, so we can work through all the list of excuses. The final excuse is, I don't know how to do this, I don't want to do it. Folks, we know that you don't know how to do this. This is not the same as anything else you've seen before. And so we created what we call the XP Rewards training program. It's our training program. It's how we take you from beginner to expert. It's how we make you good at creating wealth. Through a series of steps and programs, as you complete them, we give you XP points. XP points are experience points. They're not worth anything. They just accumulate and measure your progress through our training program. But it's the best training program in the country, because as you accumulate XP, naturally your channel's going to grow. Where you meet the 2 criteria of channel size and experience, we rank you up. You can't be at the beginning forever. We rank you, you start moving. This is the wonderful thing about DuePoint. We put you in motion. I'll bet you many of you feel trapped in your current circumstances. I can almost guarantee it, that the vast majority of you feel like you are trapped in your circumstances and cannot break out. Well, not only do we give you the returns tool to create wealth, we put you in a program that facilitates momentum for you. As you rank up through this program, we start to reward you. In the beginning, it's with a little bit of cash. As you get more serious, the cash starts getting more serious. And when you get to about rank 5, we start to really reward you with tools and lifestyle changes. At rank 5, it's an imported lightning memory stick from the United States of America. It gives you everything you need to connect people to DuePoint wherever you are, 24 hours a day. Then at rank 7, we give you a 12,500 Rand set of imported gold gilded business cards, the finest business cards in the country, and they're custom made for you. Then at rank 9, as long as you maintain your channel size, as long as you do, every year with us, we take you away with your family on a 1-week trip, 5-star business class, all expenses paid. Not congratulations, you qualified, you just have to buy the air ticket. No. Not the, you have to get yourself to the airport. Not you have to pay the airport taxes. We have seen it all. No, this is an all expenses paid trip, and it is every year. Now, this is sometimes when I lose people, because they go, I was believing you up until now, but now it's become farcical. Folks, we go every year. I don't have to show you stock image off the internet. I'll show you real image, real video of what we do. And we're going again this year, 8th of December. It's booked. Hotel rooms are waiting. Air tickets are waiting. It's booked and ready to go. The question is, who's coming with us? Who will be rank 9? If you do, this is what your December start to look like.
Gone and all of the paths you've drawn have sunk to the ocean sun where no one can see. You stand, don't let the dark embrace, cower the dreams you chase under the rust and blood. Don't let yourself give up.
On these wintry nights, that beach looks most attractive, doesn't it? I'm going to be there. The question is whether you're going to be there. Now, it takes time and effort and hard work to get to rank 9, and you certainly can't quit after the first 3 months. You've got to give it a lot more time than that. Rank 9 is far from where you guys are. Where are you guys at the moment? Rank 0. Not even on the ladder yet. But that's easy to remedy. It requires you to just get started and to persist. Everybody who persists over time will go rank 9. It's a guarantee. We don't have any competitions that run here. This is an accumulating business. You will build a channel that will get you to rank 9 eventually. And if you don't make it this year, it doesn't matter. We go next year and the year after and the year after. It doesn't matter. We cannot quit because we don't make the first one. What's the fastest to rank 9 ever? 5 months. I'm waiting for that record to tumble. Hey? We've got a new guy down in KZN. He might break that record. Who knows? I'd love to see it tumble. And it might be you. You might be the one who chooses to break that record. But it might also take you 2 years to get there. And again, I say it really doesn't matter. You just build at your own pace. You're building your own future. At rank 11, we give you another very useful tool. It's your own car. It's not rented to you. You don't finance it through us. We don't brand it. And we don't give it to you and then take it away. It's yours. It's your car. It's part of the wealth that you create here, the permanent wealth that you create here at DuePoint. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I think you can see that we are rather serious about what we do here at DuePoint. We've brought the best together. We've put a lot of time, energy, effort, and capital into this business to be able to be a solution for every South African to make the decision to start working on something they can control. You might have noticed I used the word work in there because that's what it does require. But your task is to keep bringing 2 people in. Not to cry or to quit or to moan when they don't do what you think they're going to do. That's not what we've asked you to do. We've asked you just to keep bringing your 2 people every month. And if you can bring 10 people every month, it moves faster. If you can only bring 1 person a month, it moves slower, but it still moves. Just keep bringing and connecting people with us. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've got questions and concerns, that's quite natural. Come and ask us. Ask the people who have connected you this evening to DuePoint. But don't walk out of here this evening without this tool. Pick it up and start making some change. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you guys outside, and thanks for all of you who've tuned in live tonight.